Hey Arrowheads, welcome back to Queen Consolidated, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things related to Arrow over on the CW. I'm Phil, and joining me as always is Lilith.
Hey guys, what's happening? Part 6 of Quiver, the Hollow Man, and this is like some sophisticated suspense, late 80s Swamp Thing cover situation we got going on with this.
Because you got Batman and Green Arrow versus the Demon.
Oh yeah. And they keep teasing me with this whole Arsenal Black Canary thing, and I'm just like, just get to it. Get to it. But yeah, like I said last episode, I wasn't sure how this whole Etrigan thing was going to work into a Green Arrow story. And for the life of me, I still don't know how it really works out. Like, I'm on the fence about it. Like, I don't understand the choice. It's still an okay story, but I just don't understand the choice. Oh, but we do get a sighting of the T-Jet, so I'm kind of one of those people that like to see what items and like vehicles pop up in stories, so I keep kind of track of stuff like
that. She's like, hey, I have that model on my shelf.
I do.
They have one of those?
No, but you can print them off on a 3D printer. Or you can use the 3D pen. Those are actually a lot cheaper. It's just basically a soldering pen, in all honesty, that you can do in real time. So, if you're artsy, something to think about. Anyway, what'd you think about this cover?
It was definitely something. I mean, you get the point. You got Etrigan, the flames, and...
Okay, why are there more arrows on this cover than all the arrows shot in season 4 of Arrow?
Because comic books don't have budgets.
I say we don't CGI them and just point them at the writer's room.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, just
if you people don't tune into our podcast this fall when the show comes back on, you're crazy.
You're gonna miss it. Phil's gonna be the good cop. I'm gonna be the bad cop.
Lil's gonna be the bad cop, metaphorically beating the show when it doesn't give her the answers she wants.
Oh, but no, seriously. So we open up this one with Batman and Green Arrow fighting against the demon Etrigan. And he blasts them with hellfire, and he makes reference to the fact that Oliver Queen is a quiver. And I'm like, did you need 2 E's instead of that IV or what? I didn't really get that, but okay.
Well, they didn't explain it at that point.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought that they were trying to say without being rude or whatever. But you'll learn more to develop on that one. Then Ollie uses a fire extinguisher arrow. And I go, there's my ridiculous Green Arrow that I have sorely missed. Right into his mouth.
Yeah, and I guess he was in pain, and Batman's like, you want to stop it? He's like, just change back.
Basically, and so his true form turns out, guess who it is? If you didn't know. Who didn't know?
Well, I was going to say everyone knew but Oliver.
It's Jason Blood. And then he starts elaborating about the cryptic comment, and then Green Arrow talks about what is known as a hollow, and I'm just like, you have no soul. That's no bueno.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs a soul, and I'm like, so are we gonna call Constantine? Is that what you're telling me?
Not at this point, because he wasn't even in the mainstream DC universe.
I know. I'm just saying from this season of Arrow.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, who are you going to call? John Constantine.
Oh.
Hetty Dazzler.
Now that's the Ghostbusters I want to see. Constantine, Zatanna.
Isn't that just what Justice League Dark is, basically? Just go deep.
I guess.
So yeah, while that whole thing's going out, Arsenal and Black Canary kind of arrive, and then Ollie and Dina are finally reunited. But then when you think about it, it had been a long time, even before he died, that they had interacted anyway. And then they hop in the Teen Titan jet and they're going back to Star City. And they get to one of Jason Blood's safe houses. And so Ollie stands in the middle of this pentagram and he tells them that a soulless body is too tempting for a demon that might wish to possess him. And he says that the only alternative is to kill Green Arrow, but Blood turns into Etrigan and roasts Green Oliver with a blast of hellfire, and then Batman bursts in the room, and they find nothing but a pile of ash.
The end. Oliver's dead.
And it's like, this is what they should have done instead of that Ra's al Ghul arc. When you think about it. I thought that's what Fortuna was going to do to him. Seriously. When him and Felicity go to Hub City, I was like, come on, pull something from the comic books. I know you guys hate comic book people, but just do it.
Oh, is that what you thought they were going to do in season 4? They'd be like, okay, here's the explanation for season 3 and why he ran off with Felicity. He has no soul.
Seriously! That penicillin tea in the Will to Live actually was filled with freaking pit water and he's soulless.
Yeah.
Just saying, we could have worked this in. But yeah, what did you think about that ending, basically?
I was just like, okay, he's not dead, but what the heck? But then you turn the last page and it tells you next issue. It says, it's the one you've been waiting for. Ollie comes face to face with the Spectre, Hal Jordan.
Yeah, exactly.
So you read that, you kind of knew. It's like, okay, he's in the afterlife.
Exactly. But this also reminds me of Supernatural, when Sam loses his soul because Cass pulled him out of the pit with Lucifer without his soul, but he didn't know it. He just thought he just gave him a good boy, attaboy, but he really screwed the pooch. So that's what this also reminds me of in retrospect. So the story gets really good, and this next issue, oh my god, it's so great. Issue 7 is so great.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got so many paper cuts because I was reading so fast and flipping the pages so fast. Back when I could buy paper copies. So long ago. Do you think that they ruined it by telling people that he was meeting the Spectre in the next episode?
I don't know, because I mean, you knew they just brought him back. You knew that he wasn't going to die, so I don't know if they did. It's just it was smart because they name dropped. Because they're like, hey, do you like this? Hal Jordan as the Spectre? We'll come back next issue. They should have. You know what they should have did? They should have said, yeah, you're going to see a bunch of dead DC Comics characters. Basically, Barry Allen.
I was gonna say, yeah, just yeah, that was some good stuff right there. But I thought it would have been more interesting had he roasted him with a hellfire blast and nothing happened. Like, still here, sucker, and then he just like cuts his head off with a machete arrow. Wait, this isn't that one that takes place in Seattle where it's adult themes and situations. But yeah, I found it interesting that they pulled that, and I was just like, okay, well, that leads to the Spectre, so now we know why Etrigan was here.
Mm. But what did you think of the whole situation? I mean, Ollie and Dinah are reunited. You were waiting for that part, but it's just like he doesn't remember. Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't remember half the stupid crap he did. So she's like, well, just because you can't remember it doesn't mean you didn't do it.
Exactly, because she gives him the what for. Dina keeps him on his toes. That's a straight up. Now that's an on again off again relationship that I was okay with because it wasn't abusive and gross. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. It's just people fall apart and sometimes they come back together, and they just happen to have done that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Do you have a favorite panel?
Once again, it's like every week, and I still act like I'm surprised. Probably that 2-page spread in the beginning when they're fighting Etrigan.
Yep, me too.
I
don't know. It's just something about Phil Hester's like artwork in this particular course of the story is just so elegant, and then like the colors really make it pop.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems really effortless and classic, and I like it.
Yeah, the whole thing was just classic, because now anytime I think I see Phil Hester art, I'm reminded of this story.
Yep. Such a great artist, really. So yeah, who was your favorite character this week?
Probably. We don't see a lot of her, but probably Black Canary.
Oh man, I actually want to go with Etrigan because he's like, I just like the double cross that he tried to pull.
And it's just like, come on, guys, I'm a demon. Yeah, you can't. You should have been sort of expecting a double cross.
They should have.
I'm a demon from hell. You can't trust me.
So what about the grave?
This one probably just like last week. I'd probably give it like another B plus. I mean, it was a good story, but I'm just like, give us those answers already. And like you said, the reunion between Green Arrow and Black Canary was pretty much cut short, and it's just like, give us something.
Yeah. It's a solid B as in boy for me. Because next issue, that's when everything gets rolling, and the hype of this end page was just like, oh my god! You know what I mean? So I was just like, this is just it's kind of fillery at the end of the day, but it's still good filler, and it's still like led somewhere, but it's filler. We all know what it is.
Yes.
Oreo cream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So time for some shameless plugs and self-promotion. I want to remind you guys that you need to check out SouthgateMediaGroup.com to find our full offering of 90 and always growing list of podcasts. You can find us on most of your favorite podcatcher services, everything from Stitcher to Lisbon to SoundCloud, iTunes, as well as Google Music under podcasts. Just look for Queen Consolidated. Please rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcatcher service to us. And don't forget to download the episode because streaming doesn't count. If you want to reach out to us on social media, you can find us on Twitter, QC_SMGPod, Facebook, facebook.com/Queen Consolidated. And of course, you can write to us, queen.consolidated@gmail.com. And what else? I think that's it. So Phil, where can they find you?
Well, you can always write to me, of course, nightwingpdp@gmail.com. Twitter is @nightwingpdp. Basically, most social media, just search Nightwing PDP and you'll find me. And like I said, I'm on a ton of shows. Before the Bat, the Central City Podcast Dudes, that's on this feed. I talk Marvel with Charlie Esser on the Only Marvel Roundup and Super Connectivity. And I also write 2 blogs for the Southgate Media Group, The Legends of DC and the True Believers blog, which is all about Marvel. So please check those out.
Well, all right. You guys can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. I'm on Tumblr. It's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. My website, of course, is lilithhellfire.com. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, go ahead at lilithhellfire86. If you are into the news and movers and shakers business side of DC Nation, be sure to check out Channel 52 podcast, which is available right here on Southgate Media Group. And also be on the lookout for new episodes of Newcastle Crew if you are a fan of the character of John Constantine. So, Phil, do you want to take us out of here?
Yes. So until next time, how should I put this? About, well, Come back next week. I know it'll be a long wait. It'll seem like you're stuck on a hellish island for 5 years. But we'll swoop in and save you. So until next week, Queen Consolidated, signing off.